going.
We had to wait 296 days to get here. Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
What's going on? It's the All Points Podcast. You're hanging out with the freshest crew. We are the people that are hugely in support of DVDA, and I go by the name of Jonathan Grape.
Smith West.
Tampico Tim.
This is Kyle.
I'm A2.
And we are back again for another episode. How's everybody doing?
I feel squished on this couch. I don't know why.
Wait,
Yeah.
squish. There's plenty of space in
I
between
know,
us.
but Alex is a manly man who sits with his legs wide open.
You got to. All right, I got this big ass dick.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. See, let me start this show off with something different. We had to wait. We had to wait this year. It's been a long time coming. All right? I think y'all know where I'm going with this.
Know exactly where
You
you're
know where
going.
I'm going with this?
Know exactly where he's going.
We had to wait 296 days to get here. Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's
Draw me a
Scorpio
map.
season!
Oh, wait. Is that
This is what he
That's
was
why.
testing it for.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, go Scorpios.
You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Notice
The
that.
greatest.
Hey, give me some.
The greatest.
Notice how you gotta announce Scorpio season and Gemini season.
The
is just
greatest
not-
This is a
season
theme
ever.
now. Like,
It
This
is.
probably started a couple
Exactly.
years ago.
AK scumbag
Everybody-
season.
Everybody got to announce
Hey.
their Zodiac season.
As long as y'all acknowledge it.
Your toothpick and leather jacket will be in the mail.
Acknowledge what?
That y'all some scumbags.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, some of 'em.
What's a Gemini but a two-faced bitch?
Nah. Gemini sees it from both perspectives.
Whatever.
All right.
Two-faced bitches. That's what y'all. From here on out. I don't never want to hear Gemini again.
Gemini.
Officially Scorpio season.
We made it.
Yep.
We made it. We'll even
We
acknowledge
survived
you
through the-
November.
The Virgo season seemed way too long for
Way
some
too
reason.
fucking
I don't
long.
get it. Maybe it was the Beyonce concert or whatever. It was just way too long. But yeah, Scorpio's finally here.
Yep.
And everybody went to sleep.
Not at all. Not close.
Doesn't a Nicki Minaj album drop on your birthday?
I don't know, November 17th?
Yes, her
Oh,
album drops.
That's cute.
See, that's the irony of being a Cardi B stan.
Oh. It's all right.
Is it?
Yeah. I didn't listen to, no. I think Pink Friday was the first Nicki Minaj album I got into. So
You got
Pink
into
Friday 2 will be interesting to not listen to.
Whatever. While we're naming off, celebrities and whatnot, I'm gonna get into a quick 60 of some famous Scorpios
Okay.
in honor of me. And all my children. I'm gonna go through them real quick. Say if you know them. All right, Amanda Stenberg.
Nope.
Why don't you say the names we do know?
Because
It's Amandala.
no. Basically, she played Rue in the Hunger Games. Frank Ocean. Very famous. Very famous. All right. A potato flew around his room.
Yep.
Who we got? Kris Jenner. You already know what time it is. Tracy
Wait,
Morgan.
what?
Eve. Diddy.
The more you keep going on this list of the week, the less,
really
and less
would-
impressive it sounds.
The fuck? What are you talking
I
about?
would not see
Diddy.
Tracy Morgan as a Scorpio.
She's a Scorpio, man. Very sexy.
Wait,
Mm.
she.
I said Tracy. Did I say what?
said-
Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan and Tracy Ellis Ross. My bad.
Oh.
Look. I can't read sometimes.
That is the quality of a Scorpio. all
Shut
right?
up. Shut
Can't
up.
get shit
Colin,
right.
Colin Kaepernick. Go ahead and give him a call. I don't know who that is, so it doesn't matter. Miguel, he be kicking bitches in the face.
Oh, yeah.
That was a stinger. He's like, Vanessa Lachey. I don't know who that is. Jimmy Kimmel.
Whack.
Julia Roberts.
Whack.
Ryan Reynolds.
Whack.
Shout out to Deadpool.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds is okay. He
That's what I'm
invited the
saying.
cookout.
The nerve. Sierra and her goodies. What?
Plus, she got a dick.
Whatever. You mad. I know why you
No,
mad.
she don't.
I know why you mad, but you're going to be surprised.
Sierra really need to shoot somebody, man.
Gabby
Here's a
Union.
great value Beyonce.
Whack.
Whatever. Adam Driver.
Don't know who that is.
He can't even drive.
Whatever. Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Yeah.
She old, but okay.
Emma Stone.
Is he saving the best for
Wow.
last?
He's still going.
Yeah, I'm still going. I said it's 60. I'm skipping through a few of them because whatever. French Montana.
This list does not sound that awesome.
Yeah, it
I
does.
don't know why he's still in the rap
Virgos,
game.
Pete
Virgos sound way
Davidson.
better.
Whack.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson?
Whack.
Katy
Well,
Perry.
That's how you know.
Travis Barker. Caitlyn Jenner.
Whack.
Kelly
Travis Barker is-
Osbourne.
Pete
Bird.
Davidson's a Scorpio.
Pete Davidson's a Scorpio.
So Kim likes Scorpios.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean,
Bjork,
I got
she
a
like-
chance.
No,
to be
she
like
does not.
Geminis.
He was a
I got a
rebound.
Nah,
chance.
she like
Never.
Geminis.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
No, she does.
What do you think?
Skyrockets.
Who you think Kanye is?
She got a manny so she can have a real man in the house.
What do you think Kanye is?
What is
A
OBJ?
bitch.
She was married to him, and I don't disagree with you.
Look,
but-
you said that Scorpios are lacking. We got one of the greatest on the list. All right? We got Hillary on the list.
well, we have Donald Trump.
Yeah,
One of ours was president.
we got number 56 of the Scorpio list. You want to read that one out,
It's
Gene?
probably Future.
It is exactly future.
I thought that was Eugene.
You already know.
When did you become Scorpio?
Bill Gates and Danny DeVito. And then there was
Scorpio.
another dude named Aubrey that was on that list, but we don't really need to talk about that.
I mean, he is king of the yellows.
No,
though.
he's
October's
not.
very own.
No.
It's funny because you was like, Kim
looks
was
like
talking
Odell
to
is
Pete
a
Davidson, and it's
Scorpio.
rumored that she's talking to OBJ.
He is a
And
Scorpio.
he's a Scorpio.
She's got a type.
So she went
that
back
means,
to back.
That means I got a chance,
No,
bro.
well, yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah, I got a
Congratulations,
chance.
man.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
So-
You know, I hope-
love a win.
I hope, yeah.
This means we know who the end game is now. The king of Scorpios himself,
Me.
Drake.
No.
It's gonna be Drake.
No. He's an
Drake and
owl.
Kim
He's
K.
not a scorpion.
It's gonna
All
he is?
right.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, I ain't
Yeah.
trying to get into it, but our Zodiac, guru XV did say on last season that the November Scorpios this season, them November Scorpios are like full blooded Scorpios.
See, look at him.
But
Look-
them October Scorpios, they're like halfies.
No, he never said
I
that.
don't know, man.
He never said. He said
I mean-
basically we were talking about how October Scorpios are greater because we're more rare than these November Scorpios.
November Scorpios
Look,
like full-blooded.
It's like you got a whole like batch of November Scorpios versus the small limited edition
No.
rare Scorpios over here.
It's like October Scorpios are like that pit bull. He's like he's mixed with some,
But then, like you said, if you break it down, just because you're a Scorpio doesn't mean your sun, your moon, your Venus, your Mercury are the same. Because you two are the complete fucking opposite.
I don't know.
You are the complete opposite.
I mean, you say that, but
like his.
Yeah,
like,
they're both scumbags.
y'all really don't know.
Well,
Y'all
obviously,
really don't know.
his Mercury is in Gatorade right now, as you can see.
no, he's drinking Gatorade.
He took the label off because he thought he was going to get copyrighted. That's why you did it,
Wow.
isn't it?
This is actually really gross.
Yeah,
I've never had this flavor.
Should have
but-
had blue.
Well, it looks like cum.
They didn't have
That's
grape.
all I'm going to say.
so-
Ah, yeah.
But besides it being Scorpio season, how y'all doing? How's y'all weekend been?
Man.
Brother, my weekend
Chill.
was fantastic.
I want to give a shout out to Tim. Celebrating their anniversary.
Oh, yeah,
celebrating
5 years.
love.
Love
5
wins,
years,
man.
yeah.
Love wins.
This
Yeah.
man. This
This
man.
is the sound of him and Nick. Never mind.
This man. I'm pretty sure you will explain it better. But
fuck yeah.
actually, no. Go ahead and explain what you did over the weekend. The whole open mic night thing.
So Wednesday, we got there in OKC and we went to a dope poetry night where they were like only 25 poets are going to be able to go up. I had to build up my nerve, and by the time I got up there, it filled. But they put me on the overfill list. They booted a couple people because I
Hell
told them
yeah.
it's my anniversary. They're like, you know what? We're going to get you up there. So I was second to last, and I went up there and I wrote a poem like 2 days before from my wife, and I dropped that thing.
Hey, can you give us a little taste of what that poem is?
You want a little taste?
I want a little taste.
I got
Yeah.
you, I
My
got
black
you.
queen.
Don't know that.
You see, my brother. Let me see here. So this is gonna be later on one here, but I was like, a gambling man, a rambling man, evolved into a family man.
Ooh,
I didn't
bars.
find my family; they found me, loved me, showed me life in a home. I've seen some first steps, first days, tough times, and birthdays all in our 8-year span. Seeing you in that hallway got it started, and now I'm never alone.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Brother, preach.
I'm
Hit
wet.
him with, but then, but tragedy struck on Thursday we went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I have to say, I was sitting there. We was eating dinner. That was our actual anniversary, and we were gonna get a cheesecake.
You got mud butt.
No, even worse, my friend. I decided to go outside my wheelhouse. I'm gonna order something I don't normally get, so I got the ahi tuna steak. So got that
You lost
blue
me on
sear.
tuna.
Right. I ain't
Listen,
gonna eat no
listen, it was the blue sear. So like they
my
get
mom
it,
take it.
they only sear like a half inch of the meat, and then the rest is raw like some sushi. And it had some
That's
ginger
how she
fried
likes
rice. Yeah. I got halfway through that fried rice and I was like, oh hell no, there's a hair in here.
Oh man,
It was a long ass hair too, and I was like, oh
man,
no.
he was
I
like-
said, take this back. Yep. I was done.
he was a magician for a bit.
Super kicked everybody in that kitchen.
They're like, Friday. They're like, you want another one? I was like,
Nah.
no. Just I'm
traumatized.
I don't want to eat nothing
Give
else.
me a cheeseburger. Just give me a cheese.
Give me all the cheesecake,
All of it for free. But now
all of it.
Coochie here.
then it hit Friday.
All the cheesecake got hairs in it too.
What Friday?
Friday night, it was meat to meat, boy. I tell you. Hell yeah. We went to Texas Day, Brazil. See, I had them going for a second. I had to see how it stacked up before go to Chow, and I was not disappointed.
Why do you wait till Friday?
Brother, I didn't have the room any other day before. But no, it was cool. And then we went to a murder mystery dinner. We went around Bricktown and did a little exploring, water taxi and stuff. I ended up throwing up at the murder mystery dinner because I drank too much wine before we got there. There was something wrong with the wine though, because like even she felt sick from drinking it, and I'm like, I don't want to drink that shit. Like I refuse to drink it anymore. I'm like, you can try the rest if you want. I'm not doing it. It had a weird smell to it. I'm like,
You know they put their foot in it, right?
it smelled like it. I was like, hell no. But no,
Yeah, a little extra toe jam in there.
just
Ain't
a
gonna hurt
little
nobody.
like, ooh, I feel a bunion in my throat right now. But no, it was a really good time there. The poetry night was nice. I got to step outside of my normal little wheelhouse and got myself a little journal while I'm down there, and I'm gonna write some more poems.
Hell yeah.
Start trying to figure out where I can go and listen to poetry, and I might even drop a little bit.
Hey, come up to Chicago. You know,
Hey,
we
I'm
do
down
that.
for
Love
that.
wins, man.
Love wins.
right.
Wins.
My mom, she showed me the video of him, doing the whole
course she did.
poem thing. And she was like, I didn't think Tim was like that. I didn't think he would go up on stage and do that. And I said, yeah, man, that
He's not just a dick.
hanging around us, you got him all confident. No,
Oh, you the reason she said that. Yeah, your mom took all
What did she
credit.
say?
She took all credit for that. She was like, yeah, I heard that part in there about the family. You was talking about us. Like, I'm talking about my kids. I let her think that.
I don't know what she was thinking, but
She was like, we brought that out of him for him to go up on there. I was like, no, I did that in high school too. I was in forensics, ma'am.
well, that's cool though. That's cool. You
Good
know.
time.
I was looking back at it and I was like, that's cool.
That's
I
cool,
appreciate
man.
real love,
Yeah, love
not that
wins.
fake love, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
That Aunt Viv, Jada Pickett.
Of course,
do
we're
it.
going to talk about that during the weekend too, because I mean, why not? It's popular. We actually were watching videos of her doing the interviews and stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand some of these videos. I watched her literally go, hey, so I know you're a straight shooter, Jada. Oh, yeah, definitely. But you say some things that sound a little counterproductive. Yeah. You ain't a straight. I'm like, those two sentences right there contradict each other. I'm like, I don't understand you.
How much of that is authentic? Like if I tell my story and you guys weren't around to like witness this, like how do you know it's factual?
True.
We don't.
How do you know that
We don't.
some of it's
We
just
don't.
not shock value?
You're right.
You gotta look you in your face and see if you got any tails. Nope, you looked away. You definitely fibbing.
I don't
feel
know.
like she
What's up with
definitely
these
ain't got no
hoes?
tails.
Like her and Brittany, like what are they doing? Like
Wait, okay, first of all, when you said Brittany, I thought it was someone else. But, I was like, yeah, you're right. But
Spears, okay?
yeah.
Spears.
Y'all need to leave Brittany alone.
Oh, Brittany leave herself alone. Get some panties that actually fit.
I was looking at old pictures of her and I was like, she was kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
back
like,
team,
I was like,
back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
I was like, she could probably still get it.
No,
I guess.
Wait,
She
this-
could probably still
today?
get it.
You would smash
hell
Britney's?
no.
Today, yeah.
Yeah, me too, nigga.
Yeah.
You
for
see
sure.
her with
Bring
that
up bring up white blonde
I ain't
women. That
You say what?
I said when we bring up white blonde women, I'm kind of a specialty on them.
Yeah,
You know, I predicted. I seen the future, and I looked at Britney Spears, and I was like,
the future.
that bitch is crazy. It needs to be locked up again.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to happen. It's gonna happen.
It ain't
But
gonna happen.
recently in the news, we were talking about not news, but whatever. We were talking about what's her fucking name? Taylor Swift.
Yes.
She looked like a horse.
Now watch yourself now.
What?
Them Swifties, they
She
come
looked
swift.
like a horse.
They come swift,
I don't fucking care.
swift and fast.
I hate her fans.
She's the queen of average women.
But watch yourself.
What? I mean, I just think that, you know, once, I mean, everybody already knows. Everybody knows. It's gonna be fucking amazing. The music is gonna be crazy when her and Travis break up. But I really wonder where she's gonna take it. You know, what can she really say about him that she said about other people?
I think she should take it to like Miley did and do like a hip hop album. Yeah, I think you know. I think
You got sacked.
Nah, but one thing I did kind of find funny about the recent game, the Rams game or the Chargers game, whichever one. It's Chargers. It's like when they panned over and you saw in the box and you look behind her and Brittany and you see that predator back there.
Go fucking Jackson Mahomes.
Like, yeah, who invited him?
I was like, I thought he wasn't allowed at these
He
anymore.
ain't allowed.
nah, he is.
Look at him back there. You turn on the unsolved mystery song to this.
He about
Whatever.
Yeah,
You better rizz her up.
he crept on in there and he's
Nah,
like, "Oh,
do what you gotta do.
I'm
Force
gonna
boy.
get him." He's like, "What?"
Don't you know
he
who
said,
I
"Raise her
am?
up." I'm like, no, he be forcing him.
Yeah, it's Riz or else. What the fuck?
All I know is this Sunday when they play the Broncos, I better see the same amount of fucking coverage on Sierra that I do on Taylor Swift. And I'm like, Taylor Swift is not the first singer.
Does Sierra go to the games?
Sometimes. I mean, it's against the Chiefs. It's a rival. It's a big game
But
for
is
us.
Sierra, you know, selling out arenas?
Hey, she's a Scorpio. Shut your
movie-
bitch
Yes.
ass up.
For the people that love her.
I mean,
Nah.
she got a single out, so
She ain't selling
might
out
need to
arenas.
promote.
You know what? I agree with you on that though. They should give Sierra the same much
They ain't
attention,
going to.
but they're not.
They
Bro,
ain't going
Ryan
to.
Reynolds and Hugh Jackman was in the box at one point with Taylor, and they
Yeah.
were still focusing on Taylor. I'm like, show Ryan Reynolds.
You know what could get her, Sierra or any other celebrity, some notoriety when they go to a game? If they have a bunch of
Cheese whiz.
thick booty bitches out there showing off them thongs and having, you know, maybe, who knows, I don't know, somebody, you know, you could have a face or anything like that. It could be a different color. You know, it doesn't have to be black.
What are you talking about?
He's going at something right here.
He is.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get it.
There's a setup, but
What is it?
I mean, you know, I was getting there.
I'll take
You
the
know,
bait.
Kyle's so impatient. Like, you just go, you don't do any foreplay, do
nah,
you?
you don't.
You don't do any.
like,
You don't lick no cooch or tongue a butthole. Nothing.
Why don't you ask? Never mind.
What? Who should I ask?
You asked him.
I was gonna say, why don't you ask your Baba? But I'm saying,
Fight back, nigga, fight back.
I'd ask my mom, but she'd probably be unimpressed. Kyle.
well.
Anyways,
Love you couldn't. do.
Blueface was at a football game recently,
Oh, my.
and he had him out there. Like, I saw the video, and people were pretty mad about it, obviously.
Yeah.
But he had a few girls out there. He was throwing ones. I was like, really?
That's all he got now. Ain't nobody.
But, man. Yeah,
I would
yeah.
like to leave him and Krishan both behind in 2023.
I was
It's
like,
happening.
I refuse anytime I see his or her name. I refuse to read any article or watch
Yep.
any video that's attached to them.
When the world's coming to an end and you get on that rocket ship and you see Blueface sitting behind you, you on the wrong rocket ship, brother.
But man, like everybody in the comments was like, "Oh, my kids could have been there. They could have saw this." I'm like, "Come on! I mean, it's not that bad. It's just some booty cheeks."
It really ain't.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, they
not.
can see that they
Everyone
look
has
at the
one.
cheerleaders long enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, those are canned pancake booties.
Nah.
Let's say the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Stirring out water.
Hey. At Southeast, though, you know, we had that
Hey,
that
hey,
ex
hey, whoa,
Dallas
whoa.
Cowboy
Oh, okay.
cheerleader at our school. You remember Miss Caban?
Nah, I don't.
You don't-
Sorry.
How do you not remember Miss Caban?
He was on special hall back
Yeah.
then with the nerds.
Anything that had to do with sports, he wasn't around it.
You're right. You're right.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you spell that last name?
I have no idea, my friend.
I don't know. Like, you know, people getting mad at Blueface bringing. Well, they weren't strippers, were they? They were
I
just,
don't
you
know
know,
what
big
their
booty
job
girls,
was. They were
right?
just some, you know,
Yeah.
At
they were
this
with them.
point, he's a
Big booty
certified
broads.
online entertainer. He's not
Yes.
even a rapper.
Exactly.
He's just a reality
He had like
show
what, one hit?
Yeah.
entertainer.
That Tatiana song?
That's all he needed.
Yeah,
And he ruined it for the rest of us.
exactly.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Ruin what?
He ruined life.
How?
You gotta deal with Krayshawn and fucking Blueface half the year.
No, you don't. Who posted it? It was a list of everybody that we're leaving behind in 2024.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was on it, she was on it, and their baby was on it. Or,
Yeah, it's not the baby.
Ain't not the baby.
It's like, what the baby? Y'all didn't even give him a chance.
What else?
Baby probably don't want nothing to do with either one of them.
I'm curious. Who else was on that list?
I can't remember. I mean, those are just the main two. Those
Maybe we should pull it up. For a
People that
second.
we
shot
need to
it.
forget.
Yeah, I didn't screenshot it. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't
No, they didn't work into my
Probably
bit.
would have got a virus.
Probably Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
left
yeah,
behind.
yeah.
The whole
Her
fucking
and Will, honestly.
family, the
I don't
whole
even feel bad for Will no more. I'm
Yeah,
like,
kids
you
ain't
choose
No,
to
he
do-
condone it.
Yeah, you the one trying to make it
calling
look like it's still happening.
Mhm.
You got
let it go.
Stockholm, man.
I bet you they got a Ouija board in their house.
Bet you August brought it in.
Nah, man. Yeah, I could see that. You know, she puts on the jam box and everything, and it's, you know, hit 'em up. It's just the instrumental. It's just doom 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 doom. And then she starts moving it around like she's scratching the record, just chicka chicka chicka.
But the
Something's
way
in
she be
Tupac.
talking is like, she be talking like she just stacked, like, as far as like body wise.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
I know exactly what he's about to say.
no, because it's like, you know how women
Watch
get to,
yourself now.
you know how women get to talking. It's just like she don't really. I felt like she was more attractive in her younger days.
Yeah.
Just
Now
say
she
it.
just
Yeah.
look.
Now she
Some-
look like Frieza.
Somebody said, I see why God taking her hair strands one by one by one.
Jesus Christ.
Then she tried to claim like, oh, Tupac had alopecia too. I was like,
He was like, don't put that on
me.
Ooh, that Jaden dodged one right there then, because that could have been bad.
What do you mean?
Jaden, the son, he's like, Daddy, if he would have been Tupac, it was like Daddy had alopecia, Mama
Yeah.
had alopecia,
Man.
that baby would have been bald at birth and stayed that
He would have
way.
been Krillin. Then.
Daughter too. She
They
wouldn't
formed the
have
whole
that song. I
DBZ.
whip my hair back and forth.
Oh wait, she's a Scorpio too.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
That's how we know
Willow.
Scorpio's whack.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
I say no.
Shut up. What? Two-face ass bitch.
So it makes you wonder, like, because I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the show before, but like if Tupac would have lived and like
He'd have fallen off.
what he would be doing today, you think they would have been together?
No.
He would have been at a Trump rally. That's
No,
where he
he
would have
would.
been.
How many people do you know that were together then or that are still together now?
Tupac would have got him a Hispanic honey.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't know.
See,
That's
they
a
He
wouldn't
the
have been
Kanye.
together.
I don't
He the
know.
Kanye.
They wouldn't have been together.
wait.
Bill
yeah.
and Hillary. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That Mona Lisa didn't. Monica Lewinsky didn't.
Oh my God.
Monica Lewinsky didn't break up their relationship. That's
Hillary
strong
was like,
love, right
Let me
there.
show you how it's done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
Sniff that Gatorade for a second. Like, what you got in here?
That's some strong love
Starts
right
playing the
there.
sax. Woo!
It also made me wonder because I don't know why I just woke up listening to Michael Jackson today.
See it though.
It made me wonder, like, what would Michael Jackson be doing if he was still alive today?
You know, he would
Touring.
be doing not him. He wouldn't be doing him.
I don't think he would be touring because at This Is It concert that
That was supposed to be the last
that was supposed to be his last
Yeah,
one.
in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know, his kids are doing pretty well off. You know, you think he would have been like a family guy and just been hanging out with his kids?
He probably had
He
his
would've
own
had
label.
anime.
He probably had his own label.
TV show.
Do you
What
see
is
him?
it called?
This is what made me think about it. Do you see him being on like The Voice or something like that as like a judge? Like,
He was
Lionel
too
Richie.
iconic to like partake in everything that celebrities do. Like he would like separate himself from everybody.
He's too
He'd be
nice,
like-
too. I don't see him being able to, like, oh, you did terrible today.
He'd be like Eminem, like what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
very
he's just-
reclusive. I think he'd be.
Do you think
He would be making a lot of
Marvel,
Neverland.
Marvel would have put him in the movie by then?
No.
Really?
Probably.
I think Marvel
'Cause
would
he-
have put him
Honestly,
in the
he would have
movie.
been a great scroll.
He would have been a
Just
good.
has the face.
He always
He
like
would have been. He would have been a good cameo.
Like
Because
Men in Black.
because he
too,
always
maybe.
wanted. Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been a cameo.
That's
I'm not saying like an
different.
actor, but like you
That's
think he would have been
different.
like a
I think
cameo.
Chris Tucker could have pulled him out and got him in.
You know, he was
Yeah.
on The
Got
him in
Simpsons.
his
Rush Hour.
Michael Jackson, he was on The Simpsons, too.
Yeah, he was on The Simpsons,
But he was
yeah.
under a fake name, but it was
Yeah.
actually him.
Yeah,
That's a myth.
he probably would have did the soundtrack to Sonic 4.
I wonder how he would feel about The Weeknd trying to bite his style.
I wonder how he would feel about Drake, you know, getting more hits than him.
I don't agree with the
I wonder how he
yeah, I
feel
was gonna
about
say, is that
Offset trying to bite him.
because I said yeah, that too. But
What do you feel about Drake? Because
I just
Drake
don't feel
recently
like that's
passed
like
#1 hits.
those aren't true numbers because it's like back then, if it was a
different.
hit
You
song,
couldn't
it
stream.
was a hit song because you know, like
There was no streaming back
It was
then.
more
wasn't
work.
streaming.
It was more work back
It was
then.
authentic.
It was more. It meant more back then. But now you can get a million views or a million
Yeah,
listens.
it's just all like fabricated numbers. Like
There's a reason why Earth, Wind, and Fire and Commodores and people like them still touring. It is not the same as it was back then.
Yeah.
so.
Look, they just got paid in pussy. You know, they did bad business.
I mean, I don't mind Drake, but I don't really think it's
mind
legit
Drake.
that he has more number
Tui.
ones than Michael Jackson.
I'm buying Drake mainly because he's a Scorpio.
Shut up.
This is why we just need a new DJ Def Jam, and we could have had Drake and Michael Jackson throwing hands. Michael Jackson would have been DLC, and he would have been doing capoeira. Eddie
see
Gordo.
All right, Drake. It's time for a butt whipping. Stand right
No.
here, right here.
I'm the king of pop, and I'm a pop your ass, nigga.
Like, I don't like Drake at all. And I think some of my dislike of him and just, you know, okay, my algorithm hates me, you know, on Facebook and whatnot. You know, anytime something pops up, it's one of those little hip hop, you know, pages, and I don't know why I keep getting them. I guess I keep engaging or whatever. But it'll be like, who's better, Drake or Jay-Z? And I'm like, well, duh, it's Jay-Z. And then I like it'll
go in
have
the
the poll,
comments.
and it'll be like 79% here and 21 over here, and I'll be like, what? Like what? That ain't even. What are you doing? And then like it keeps showing me stuff that goes like against Jay-Z, and it's trying to piss me off.
Yeah, that's social media.
Yeah, I
don't even
know.
feel like
It's
they're-
piss you
I
off.
don't even feel like they're comparable artists. Like they're like completely two different
Yeah,
type of artists.
they rap. That's it.
It's just like when you. It's just like, man, you got to compare somebody in that spectrum. It's just like you compare a basketball player to this
soccer
basketball
players.
players, and they just play two different styles of games, two different positions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How mad,
It's not- it's-
how mad would Michael Jackson be against Bruno Mars though?
That's
You
his
know,
son.
I mean, I already
I feel
voiced
like
my displeasure about Bruno Mars on a older season.
Why don't you
about
like
him.
Bruno Mars?
I love Bruno.
I was just saying, I didn't say I didn't like him. I'm just saying, like, as far as like creativity and originality, it's just like biting a certain sound from a certain era.
That's Drake.
Man, he just bringing the funk
You
back.
said what?
It's Drake.
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing he puts out sounds like anything.
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
It
It don't sound like
But that
nothing.
kinda-
He has his own style.
But they already
What
said-
I say,
they already
kinda
said-
proves you don't
they
listen to
already
Drake,
said-
though.
they already
no,
said-
pause, time out, Mark.
It came down
But the
to
fact that
these
you-
people being characters in like Mortal Kombat, then you already know
But
Drake would have Shane
The
Sun's
fact you
power.
use that song to as
No.
an example shows you
No.
don't listen to Drake because Drake don't sound like that no
Well,
more.
he-
I know
what he
because
does,
he
he
goes
can-
and takes everybody
No,
else.
he can borrow somebody's stuff, but he has his own style.
I don't
like-
want to hear it.
He doesn't
everybody
sound
gets
like-
mad
he
at
doesn't
Jay-Z
sound like
because he
anybody.
used a few of Biggie's lyrics, but everybody gonna say
he
turn the
raps
other
numbers.
cheek when Drake goes and steals continents and other people's whole sounds. I already said that I don't want to hear hip hop from any other country except from United States of America. But this motherfucker,
That's not really stealing somebody's sound.
yes, it is.
Stealing somebody's sound is all your music. If you do a song that's an interpolation of another region, that's different.
You want to hear white
But-
people do Jamaican music?
That's
not?
different.
We go there
But like,
Why not?
What? Should we go there again on
you
them?
can say,
And boom,
What's wrong with that?
boom, yeah.
That was a hit.
Yes, it was, but it was
They
just
performed
it,
all that.
It looked at it like, what do you mean they? I could tell that you don't listen to Snow. There's only one person.
I'm just saying, him and his
Exposed.
crew,
Who?
you know, his entourage.
Shut up! You don't know Snow. You don't know the Great White Hope.
he does have his own sound. Like that last, his last album was different. That's why people didn't like
Yeah,
it.
his
Which
own
one?
sound that
The
is the same
Dog.
sound in every album he releases.
But no, hold on. Here's my thing. Everybody was like, "Yeah, I don't like Drake's new album. He's rapping about the same stuff," and I'm just like, if you just break it down in the context, it's like how many people do the same stuff.
Yeah,
I
everyone
was like, you
does
probably wear the same style of clothes you've been wearing the past decade. You probably talk to the same
Unfortunately,
type of
yes.
girls you talked to in the last decade. You probably drive the same type of cars you've been driving the last. You probably eat the
Nah.
same type of food you've been eating for
There's
the
only
past
so
10
many
years.
animals.
So it's like when do you switch it up? Okay, there's only so many topics you can rap about.
No.
Yes,
he,
there is.
he could talk about anything. You
There's
can't
only
talk
so
about
many
social
topics you can rap
justice.
about.
I mean,
talk about it.
You can
even
talk
then-
about politics. You can talk about like
And how bad it's
rags to
is art.
riches. You could talk about relationships. You could talk about
He does. He does all those things.
braggadocious rhymes. It could just be like there's only.
I
Like,
think
there's,
that I think
there's
that's
only so many ways to fuck a bitch, man.
I think that's
Like,
true, but like if you're somebody who's supposed to be like a internationally known artist and whatnot, you get exposed to so many different experiences that other people just ain't gonna be able to do.
And you
So,
can't.
like,
And that's in his music.
that's-
he
that's-
talks about it.
he
He's
was
like
talking
Rick
about-
Ross.
He was talking about how the toilets, when he has to go to a bathroom, he's getting taken to a place that you'll never see in your life. Like he's getting the famous person toilet, the gold plated toilet.
I think our homie
Rap about
Steve.
that.
I think our homie Steve. He kind of said it best about Drake. He said Drake came out saying that he wanted to be your girlfriend's favorite artist, and he basically took that concept and that mentality and just ran with it. And I think he's doing pretty well at it because girls love Drake.
Yeah, they do.
So
And
it's
they're
just
like-
and it's like
Joe Budden was like, "Oh, I want you to rap." I was like,
He ain't
"Okay,
for
that ain't
you.
really his style. His
Yeah,
style
not
is
anymore.
Romantic.
singing and rapping.
yeah, his
So-
music ain't for you. It ain't for
That's
the
his
hardcore
style.
niggas.
So if he was just being what you wanted him to be, then he's not
Exactly.
being himself.
And
I
Joe
used to-
Budden.
But how do you know he's not being himself?
Because he came out. What he's doing now is the same way
No,
he came
but
out. When
you
he,
could be playing the
but he's
market,
an
playing
actor,
the game,
though.
but
agree-
that might not. He's trying to get the streams, trying to get the numbers. He wanted to beat it.
I also
See.
agree when people say Drake is an industry plant. Like he morphs and changes with the times, and like
that's not an industry
He just
plan.
like,
That's called.
he does what the industry
That's
wants him
called
to do.
like.
He was
He's a
an actor
Digimon.
first,
He-
man.
he's
That's being
evolving.
relevant. That's called
he's subject
evolving.
To, he's subject to his audience capture, like you mentioned. It's like his style is that whole singing, rapping, and shit like that. And he's already talked about like greatest ever and bullshit like that. So if you're the greatest in hip hop, you need to be rapping. But he's not hip hop. He's singing and rapping. So
But
basically, he uses Shang Tsung powers to steal from Ja Rule. Just saying.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a talent, though. That's a talent,
If you're
though.
really trying to make this Mortal Kombat reference stick,
Because if he can rap,
It's
not
true.
everybody can sing. Can you imagine
everybody- what do
Jay-Z
you
trying to
mean?
sing?
I
Like, it
would
just-
never.
Can you
That's what I'm
imagine
saying.
Lil
So
Wayne
if you
trying
got
to
the
sing
talent,
that? Oh, wait,
if you got the talent to do it, just
He
do it.
did.
he did sing. He said, "F that auto tune because it's all."
That's not singing.
That's why I used to hate Drake, because I'm like, this nigga is pushing R&B albums as rap, and it really pisses me off because I'm like, he's winning rap
I was mad when
awards
Plies
for
did.
R&B.
That's what I mean.
Plies
I said
can't
before.
rhyme, is what it is. Plies make shit rhyme that doesn't even rhyme. He'll be like, I'm gonna rhyme hat with cap and watch me do it.
Kite.
Get up. I'm a leader. I call it wet. When she get up, she lead the whole bet set. I don't know.
He be
said some shit
removing
like
syllables and shit.
that. Yeah. He
Whatever.
can still buy this shit, so,
But no, Drake got the formula right though, because he was an actor turned rapper, and I feel like that's part of what made him so successful. Like you said, that chameleon shit. He knows how to play to an audience and give people what they want. You look at people like Ludacris, rapper then actor, and I would probably say he probably has more money now as the actor than he did as a rapper.
If you want to have a career, you gotta.
shut the fuck up.
If you want to have a career, you gotta adapt with the times, or you're gonna find yourself on the outside looking in. You ain't gonna have longevity.
If you want a career in the industry, because you can still make a career, because there's so much, like the accessibility to music right now makes it so easy for you to like monetize around your music. So you're doing tours and shit like that, and people are gonna go out to them small shows. That's why you see, you was just talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ain't nobody playing Earth, Wind, and Fire on the radio, but
they
they're still
should.
making
They
money
still
off of the
going.
tours and shit.
That's different.
Ain't even all the original members, but they still going.
No, it's not different.
No,
I
I'm
mean
just-
it's different, but it's not different. It's,
No, I'm just
if
saying,
you're in
like-
the industry, you still have a career, you can make money. But in this example, if you want to be a super duper megastar, then you have to, adapt and change to the times. And
I'm just
whatnot.
saying, you guys aren't really sports guys, but like
Hey,
the
we
way
are
the-
sports guys.
the way the NBA is played now, or the way the NFL is played now, like you gotta adapt with the rule changes, the style of play. And if you don't adapt your game to the current NBA, you won't be in the NBA. You'll be overseas playing basketball
so
because
you just have to keep shooting
With the
threes.
Chinese.
no, it's just like
China.
the way of the world then isn't the way of the world now. So the way of the music industry then isn't now. So you basically got to adapt to stay relevant.
Back in
It's
the
an
day, it was
argument.
that
It's an argument.
calmness.
It's an argument of like art versus financial success or even
Okay,
just
if you-
notoriety.
Okay, if
That's
you look
really
at
all it
everybody
is.
that was popping in, you look at Lil Wayne and
Uh-huh.
T.I. and whoever. they put out music now, it just goes unnoticed. Like they can't sustain the success now that they had then because
But they can go on tour with Earth, Wind, and Fire and keep making that money. You imagine that mashup? And the beat goes.
I feel like a certain age bracket, you know,
Speaking of
will thrive regardless
Yeah.
as far as touring.
people going on to concerts for, washed up has-been people, y'all think people still buying Soulja Boy tickets?
Absolutely.
Think they still going to see him rap?
No, my homie Soldier Boy, he performing.
Your homie?
Wow.
Yeah.
He was in LA.
He performing at the like
Cotillion?
free concerts where you can just walk by and just see him performing. He was performing in Vegas at the little downtown area.
Was it really Soulja
I
Boy?
don't feel like
or was
that's by
it just
choice.
some crusty
I wasn't
nigga?
there.
You.
Hell no. I think it was Soldier Boy telling, not Soldier Boy.
Wow.
See, Soulja Boy's problem, he kept making them dance routine music songs there, and it's like, that's fine and
Ringtones,
dandy,
yeah.
but if that's all you make, niggas ain't gonna try to be at the club for 2
man.
hours only dancing to Soulja Boy. Like, make something else.
Young
And it
Draco
ain't-
did it first though.
Saying it ain't got any kind of longevity. That's why it was like the ringtone shit. And then once that was over, he just
Like him, Roscoe Dash era. Like I was on when I was on a float trip a couple years ago. I heard this dude. He was playing Roscoe Dash when he pulled up, and like an hour later, I'm like, "Look, you can't be playing 2 Roscoe Dash songs in the same
yeah.
hour. Like that's it."
I
Yeah.
bet if you
That's
turn
his
it
whole
on, you
catalog.
start jigging to it though.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Nah.
Speaking
mean-
of you, we gotta on to this commercial break.
Stop it.
What?
So we'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. And we're back to the All Points Podcast.
Man said Merry Christmas.
I just want to say shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, winning You don't that even know them, bro. WNBA
You
Women's
didn't even watch it.
Championship.
Sports guy.
Okay,
Watch
let's
it.
get it.
You
Back
didn't
to
even
back,
watch it.
back to back. Man, I was there. I
even
was
watch
in
it,
Vegas
bro.
when it happened.
Man, you was getting
there.
donuts.
They was giving out tickets.
What are you
At
talking
the
about?
men's
They won the
bathroom.
championship in
Back to back, baby.
How many games they play?
It was
He didn't even watch it.
2 games. What are you talking about?
Me and Kamaya was watching like every game.
Of course, they won by 2.
Man, this nigga's a fraud, bro.
Who they
You can't
playing?
even
Who they
name-
playing though?
You can't even name 3 players on the Las Vegas
There's
Aces.
Look at it, he trying to get
Joanna
his
Man.
I'm about to get canceled. Caitlyn
you-
Jenner. This guy.
He's like
Yeah,
Lisa
Mother
Leslie.
Teresa.
Lisa Leslie plays there, right?
I'm pretty sure there's a Kim on there.
No.
Wait,
Get off your
I had the
phone,
players right in my hand right now. Oh wait, Google don't even tell me.
yeah.
Jesus.
There's Becky Hammond.
No, she's a fucking coach. You
Chris, I was starting with the coach.
No,
first.
he got him a Riri.
There's Kayla George. There's
Take it
Kelsey
back.
Plum.
Man,
There's
dude.
Rakita Williams.
He don't know none of these
There's
players.
Jackie Young. She's 6 foot.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Anyways,
Stop the motherfucking cap, bro. What color jerseys was they playing in?
dude, it's like red.
He looked at his
Wrong.
phone.
It's like red.
They're the
No.
Aces. I'm just saying, congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces, winning back-to-back champions,
Champion.
Let's hopefully they do it again next season.
Man, your PR people are working overtime.
Can he say that?
They're like, big up a women's team.
He said
You've never
Joanna
heard of.
Boy, I can't wait till these writers get back to work here now. I know they backlogged on scripts right now. This is what we got Kyle doing.
No, they need to keep striking. I want John Cena to keep wrestling.
I don't.
John Cena looks like that uncle.
Because he's
won't
just
give it up.
old. Like, he's so terrible. He can't take a bump. He like always gets
It's for
caught calling
protection.
spots. Like,
Did they hear you
hard.
can't take a bone?
He's the
Oh,
greatest.
okay, I was about to say.
He's the greatest of all time. While Roman
I'd say
Reigns was
bump.
walking around with a championship for over 1,000 days. But John Cena is the greatest of all time.
I
y'all.
don't watch wrestling, so
I mean, obviously now when you had fucking Ric Flair out here wrestling until he was like what 70 years old.
he was just
Still
on the
do it
Breakfast
too.
Club
Man.
talking about he would still wrestle now, but he won't.
He
He
can
was
hurt
on
his
the
spaghetti.
Kill Tony podcast a couple weeks ago too.
Yeah, I
He
don't
been
know what
traveling
he got a
around.
promo run or Yeah, something.
What's he got going on?
I don't know.
Probably got some book coming out.
Right.
Maybe he's gonna be in the reboot like a Spider-Man thing, and instead of like Macho Man in the ring, or as what's his name, Bonesaw. Bonesaw's ready.
So is ready.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would love to see Ric Flair's like Uncle Ben. He's like, Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. Woo!
Hey.
Shout out to the people next door who heard us.
Man, have y'all watched Loki yet?
No,
Yeah,
I
man,
haven't.
I'm all
Don't
caught
ruin
up.
it for me.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm being forced to watch Love Is Blind.
I don't even know what that is.
It's on Disney Plus.
What?
No,
Okay.
No, Love Is Blind is not on Disney Plus.
No.
It's on BET Plus.
Oh God, no! I will never use the BET Plus app
Yeah,
ever.
well,
man.
hold
That
on
shit is
there.
straight trash, bro. It don't even tell you where you left off on the episode.
You gotta rewind it to the
Because
fast
they
forward
don't
to
believe
the
you
part.
watched all these episodes.
Tyler Perry, if you listening, fix that app. Like I know you about to fix that fucking app. Why the nigga app got to be the bad one?
Because it's oh shit. Hey.
Anyway, so what about Loki?
No. I mean, if nobody's watched it, then I'm just saying. It's.
Is it
I
good?
mean,
Is
it's
it better
good.
than the first season?
Not
It's-
like better,
it's a
but
slow burn.
it's good. It's
It's
good.
a slow burn. It's taking a minute to, in my opinion, to get like interesting.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
you've seen it.
truthfully, Loki did in the first season too. The first 3 episodes were kind of like the first episode was cool. 2 and 3 were kind of like, but then it picked back up with 4, and it was like, okay, I'm with this again. It got me back on.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still my favorite out of all the Marvel shows they did in that first round.
What's running right
Yeah.
now is Gen V. I'm watching that.
I haven't watched
You
it
know, I don't
yet.
know if y'all
Oh,
niggas
yeah.
just
Yeah.
watched
Amazon
episode
Prime.
4.
Yeah.
I'm
What-
talking.
Because it's the boys, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the
Yeah.
But
boys
it's just
universe.
it's the younger team.
Yeah. Well, no,
Well,
it's not even the younger.
It's a university. It's like a college for soups, basically,
Yeah.
and it has different things from media to the superhero course. So if you actually want to be a hero, do you want to just be like, in the arts and use your powers for it? So it's all soup encompassing. It looks
So
like it
it's-
takes place right after the last season of The
Yeah.
Boys.
So it's basically like My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but there's fucking and
a
sucking,
lot
and
of more sex.
a lot of cucking.
A lot of
All right, I'm
sex.
sold.
Ah, yeah, me too.
Watching that tonight.
And wieners.
Yeah.
Watching that tonight.
Why you got to tell them about the exploding wieners?
I guess.
It definitely at first I was like, this isn't as bad as The Boys, and I was like, oh shit, no, yes it is.
No, I wanted a show that's as bad as the boys. Like
I love The
I
Boys.
missed the show. Like I miss being Billy Butcher.
You gotta
Oh,
listen
you
to the
fucking
audio
nuts.
book of The Boys, man.
say what?
You gotta listen to the audio
I'm
book of
pretty
The
sure
Boys.
he's
It
seen
is,
the whole story.
it is so much more brutal than or
Yeah.
even just read it. It is so much more brutal than the
But a lot of
TV show.
people, say that like the comic and whatnot is worse than the show.
Well, no, because they're taking special liberties with the actual show that they
Yeah,
did with
yeah.
the comics. Because you can't do everything that's in the comics because there's
Right, of
like
course.
pedophiles, there's like child
Yeah,
rapists.
there's a lot of bad-
I can't say
there's-
that word on TV, but
Great.
on the YouTube. But there's like
Child
really
rapists.
there's really bad people in the actual comics, and so they to translate that on the TV show. Yeah,
I think you could-
I wouldn't do it.
I think you could like imply a lot of that
Yeah.
though.
They
You
changed
could-
a lot of the main
Well,
storyline
if
stuff.
if they took the
Or watch
storyline from the comics for Gen V, then they wouldn't. It would be totally different. It's
the
totally
Vulcan
different.
universe would be way
Yeah,
different.
Yeah,
I mean, they've changed a lot of main story stuff. Like one, Huey not being Scottish for one, and then two, like for example, in the comic, Black Noir is actually a Homelander. In the comic,
but still, for people,
he's not in the TV show.
but still, why would you say?
because it is a huge plot point.
That's a huge plot point for people who want
It's
to read
different.
comics.
The
It's a-
comics has been out for a while.
A
If you haven't
long
picked it
time.
up by now, then you're fucking.
It's a
losing.
very
So-
major change
Yeah.
Big
to the
spoiler
story.
alert.
I honestly, I'm glad they didn't go with that line though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm glad too, but I would like to see the.
You ain't about to read nothing.
Yeah, you ain't about.
I
You don't
got-
read.
I got the books.
You don't
You ain't
read.
about to read
I
nothing.
got the books.
What's the last,
You
what's
don't-
the last
Yeah.
book you read?
One fish, two
Read menus.
I read to my son every other day.
That's
Nah,
probably
he
what
read-
you read.
He put you to bed. Anyways, watching Gen V, it's kind of weird because it's like this is like how it would be if like superheroes was like really in our world, and it's like I honestly do think that they would care more about their image and like how the public
Yeah.
perceives them and like getting likes and follows than
yeah.
it would in the real world.
That's how the world is now
Yeah.
for
It's
any
just like-
celebrity.
And then it's like now that we know, like, oh, if you haven't seen, the newest episode of The Boys, we all know what Gen V is and Compound V and our Compound V and like how it got it. The soups aren't born superheroes like they thought they were. They were created by their parents because they was giving it to them. It's not a spoiler. It's like, well, it kind of is. But anyway, it makes you wonder. would you
Villain.
would you no?
Would you give your child the V?
Would you give your child a compound
Kid?
V?
Fuck no.
100%.
Some of them powers is
No.
weird, man.
Your kids, based off your Snapchats, they wild just as is.
I be having to wonder. I'm like, did these motherfuckers end up a hero gasm? Like, no.
That's at least my word.
Shit.
I'm more worried about my son's powers manifesting and not controlling it and end up killing me.
I mean,
That's the biggest
ain't
thing.
gotta worry about it no more. Then
You have the power of Debo.
You wouldn't give your kids compound V?
I think I was pretty clear when I said fuck
I
no.
give myself compound
was that
V.
was that
You got to get
Mo?
Tim V.
Yeah,
that's
nah,
crazy.
I'm going straight. I'm like, it may kill me, it may not. But if it don't, I'm about to be a menace. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah.
Really? You would be a villain?
Absolutely. Why would I not be a villain? Who's gonna stop me if it's a good power?
Listen, to all the women out there who would give their kid compound V, I'm with you. Okay, so try to make some soups.
You said you would give your kid.
I 100%
Trying to make some soup.
Gene, what about
100%
you?
would.
Would you inject your kid with superhero
Superhero juice.
compound V?
Yeah, she probably do
You would?
wonderful things.
See, y'all thinking too small, right?
She's older now. Okay.
It'd be like
She's,
kick
you know, established, whatnot.
Stop.
Yeah, when she was
like
younger.
a little minion.
Yeah, well, no. You talking about yours?
I'm just talking about like you talking
Oh,
about, like
oh.
the little ones.
Nah, man.
I mean, just think about all the money. I mean, how the quality of life they would have.
No, that's
if
literally
they-
why they do it, because they think that they're gonna make money off of them.
Some
Nah,
of them
man.
do.
You see,
Some of them do.
You see in the comics, there's some instances where they really shouldn't have done it. Like in the comics, for example, a big thing is Mother Miss Milk's little brother was a soup. And basically his power is like an embiggening thing. He could like grow bigger, but his power manifested while he had a football helmet on and he fucking blew his head up.
Damn.
So it's like, yeah, you don't know what they're gonna get. Like,
That's why you gotta take them to God you, so they can learn how to master
no,
their power.
you
Nah,
don't
you
take
know-
them to God.
You can always make more. So
Fair. But no, I love the boys for being a deconstruction on superheroes because it's more. It really is more
Yeah, right.
realistic. Like, not everybody's gonna be a hero. Not everybody who has powers wants to do something. Like, they'll just be like, I just want to work a normal job. Like, I don't want to be fighting niggas throwing energy Hadoukens at me and shit. It's like, I just want to live.
But it's like, I mean, what if you were caught up in one of them soups, accidents like at the first episode of
Yeah.
The Boys where Huey's girlfriend just got obliterated.
Spoiler.
yeah.
I mean, the first season's been out for how many years? And it's also in the comics, so like, come on now. But like, can you imagine that happening to you?
No.
You're just like,
No, I try to keep happy thoughts, motherfucker.
I mean, what
did me a favor there,
kid. What if
Thanks,
an asteroid
speedster.
just came right now?
Hey, Kiera.
you know, how awkward it would be.
What if somebody just kicked down the door right now, butchered us all?
Wouldn't that
Shoot,
be cool?
depending on the soup, they might dick down the door.
Oh my god,
That's true.
What's that
Don't
mean?
forget about love sausage.
Love sausage.
are we talking about scenarios? You
No.
guys want a scenario?
No. Okay, go ahead.
I just heard this scenario. I think I sent it in the group chat.
We probably ignored it.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, you guys probably did.
I did.
So you're sandwiched. So you're sandwiched in between your mom and your dad,
Nah.
and you're 1 inch deep into your mom,
No,
and
you've already
Oh
said
my
and
it.
your dad
God,
is 1
why?
inch deep
You
inside
said this on the show before.
How do you escape?
How do you escape?
Yes, you're sandwiched. You can't go sideways.
I realize where I'm at,
Go
and then I
forward.
immediately go flaccid, and then I escape.
So you go forward.
Listen,
I said go flaccid.
I like blacked out after you said 1 inch in your mom. What was the other thing you said?
And then your dad's 1 inch in you.
Now, what if you don't have 1 inch?
You're tribbing your mom. You guys are perverts for knowing what that is.
Yep.
I read that today.
I
And
don't
was
know
just
how you
like,
and your sister came from the same house.
oh man,
Oh my
I
god.
got nothing to say to that.
Why?
I don't know. I just saw it on the YouTubes and I was like, that's
The
funny.
YouTubes.
What do you mean you just now saw? You've been saw this because you brought this
I
up
ain't said
before.
that. I ain't said that scenario before.
Yes,
Not
you
that-
have.
So what
I
you're
don't think
saying
that
is
one-
basically
no,
you
no,
either
yeah.
got
No,
to pump
no,
your mama
we're
to get your
clearly from
daddy's
the
dick out
alternate
of you,
universe.
or
Yeah.
you got to back it up on your dad to get out your mom.
That's the only way.
Well, I mean, at that point, it's like you already have been in your mother's vagina. Like, why take your father's dick in the ass if you ain't got to?
They just right out there.
Just right out. Like, all right, deuces. See you never.
I guess.
Thanksgiving gonna be awkward as fuck this year.
Some kind of incest, child molestation.
Man.
This going on.
So when you were talking about the boys and all that stuff and the superheroes caring about their image, everything's online, yada yada yada. I saw this video recently where this dude was walking around with the Meta Quest 3 or whatever shit
God.
on.
I'm about to get one of them.
You would.
I bet you will.
Man,
Like he's gonna get the Apple Vision Pro though.
He walked into a coffee shop and he still had the shit on. He's ordering a coffee, and you can see like on the screen that he's watching, he has a screen while he's in there. And I'm like, do you really need that much like stuff in your face at every time?
Yeah.
No, you don't. I was like, man, this shit's gonna get people fucked up. Y'all getting robbed.
Yep.
Go ahead, have that shit, Kyle.
I'm not gonna have it like in the public.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I'm
you'll
not
be.
stupid.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
But it's just like it's no different than your phone.
No, it's
very
definitely
different.
Wait,
Well,
wait
I mean,
until
yeah, it's on your face, but like if you look around, everybody's on their phone. They're
Not
always on
everybody.
their.
Not
Everybody,
everybody.
But
everybody.
your,
see.
your peripheral vision
90%
is
is on your phone.
your peripheral
90%
vision
people.
isn't obstructed.
If
though.
you're
That's-
not
that's
on
the
your phone,
problem.
you're a
You say your
kid or you're a
peripherals?
homeless
Yeah,
person.
peripherals.
Nah, here's how they're gonna rob you. What they're gonna do is you're gonna get some performer that's gonna host a show and be like, hey, come out to this field out in I don't know, fucking Plainview or whatever, and you can
Plainview,
watch
goddamn.
Travis Scott. It is like, yeah, y'all niggas getting took
Yeah.
right off the bat.
I think we're all Apple or Google has to do is make them vision goggles that much skinnier and stylish, and we're that close to
It's
to having
dumb.
that.
It's really
It is
fucking
dumb.
dumb.
I think I agree.
But
It is.
there was one part of it that I was kind of like, okay, that's a little bit decent. It's the same video. I think it's probably a different dude, but he's in the kitchen and he's cooking, which
That's not right.
Very emasculine. I was like,
wow, that don't even make sense.
I was like, man,
Man cooking in the kitchen.
it's weird to me.
Was he single?
I don't know. He clearly didn't have a functioning kitchen.
Better not have-
You know,
better
it was
not
probably
have.
out that night, but whatever. So he has like the screen. He's watching a
Did you get
video.
your kitchen fixed, by
I
the way?
did. I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
good.
You know, my kitchen's making curry tonight,
All right,
so I was like, all right,
Yeah,
it's
cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough about me. But this dude's just watching a video while he's cooking, and I was just like, I mean, that's okay. It's to a certain extent, it's okay. It
Nah.
frees up your hands if you're like cooking and whatever. But you know, you could be like mixing shit. I don't know how cooking
On a
works.
VR? On a VR, he's
Yeah,
doing it?
he was like, well, it's kind of cool because my TV's over there, and like maybe I can't see it as well, so I just have this thing on.
It ain't that important.
Yeah, he
I
was
mean,
making
I'll have a TV in the
excuses.
background. I'll have
Listen.
TV on in the background.
There you go. Problem solved right
What,
there.
what if your phone falls into your flour that you're cooking with?
I'm gonna tell
You
you.
have a fried phone.
I'm gonna tell you boys how you fix that. You be like me. Get the refrigerator that got the TV on it.
Oh shoot! Wait, where you live?
No,
I'm about to get it.
I wanted to get that. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to get that.
Because you can cast your phone or other TVs.
You
Like
can.
one of us will be cooking and watching TV in the living room, and so then we'll just cast it on the thing. Like when the Chiefs are playing and April's actually watching football, and it just so happens to be my night to cook, then I'll be in there. I'll just turn on the TV and get to my shit. Don't miss
Hey.
nothing.
Unrelated, just because you mentioned it, you said when football's on and April's watching the Chiefs. She's Chiefs.
She's a Chiefs fan.
What are you?
I'm a Patriots fan.
Like
I'm just
Kyle,
in a very
Cheeseburger,
bad place
what are
right
you?
now.
Very.
Mac
So
Jones.
Chiefs.
No.
We haven't. You don't do
Who?
football, do you?
I'll watch it. I
Okay.
just don't have a team.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
And we beat
It's
the
very
Bills this week, and I was
mysterious. I
still
was
not
thinking maybe
happy.
the Falcons or something. I don't know.
Dirty birds.
At least there's no Cowboys fans.
Yeah, true.
It's hard to be a Cowboys fan these days.
Let's see. Okay, another thing. While we're in the online meta space or whatever, I am tired of these fucking cartoon AI generated shits. I hate it.
I mean, yeah, I'm tired of it too.
Okay, it's the same thing. Like every time they're always sitting on a curb, and then they got like a double cup of lean, and I'm like, hey, why are y'all? Why?
All it is it's literally the shit from when we were like in
Yeah.
middle school, high
Yeah.
school, the t-shirts that had
Looney
Bugs
Tunes
Bunny and
shit.
shit. I'm like, don't bring
Yeah.
this
Or
back.
like a
All that shit
SpongeBob
from
with
tops and bottoms.
yeah.
Fucking Pimp SpongeBob. And I'm like, please,
man.
go.
They
but,
always-
we need to get ahead of it. We need to put it on shirts.
No.
Why not?
You know what?
Because
Bring
already
it
been
back.
done.
Make them
Wanna
think it's
get it
new.
the
I'm pretty sure you go
Outta
to
here.
your local flea market and they have them shirts already
They do.
made.
they had this stupid one where it was the three little
Burlington.
pigs, and they had like a
Saw that one.
Rolls Royce, and it was a whatever sports car, and it's like, we out here in the brick saw, y'all can keep cut out all that wolfing, and I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, get out of here. I hate y'all. The internet needs to be destroyed. destroy.
I like the
Not
captions,
destroy.
though.
Just turn it off for like a week.
I think they need to shut their internet off for a week.
Just a week.
But I saw this one picture. It was like if Jay-Z as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Biggie and Tupac still was around. And I was like, this nigga look funny as hell.
Like, they had him in
I want to see
Hawaiian
that.
shirts and everything.
I want to see Jay-Z as a stand-up comedian.
Jay-Z looked like he'd be a funny Tracy Morgan.
Exactly.
I was like, the algorithm's after me. again.
Exactly. I want to see that.
Watch now, one of us there's gonna be some shit like that pop up on our phone because the AI is listening.
Of course.
out here.
I just went to a whole conference. I just went to a whole designers conference, and they talked about AI, and going in there, I was just like, oh, AI is going to take our jobs and everything. But coming out of it, I was like, no, man, AI, you got to work with AI. You got to learn how to use it for your benefits. You got to learn how to use it to speed up your just like computers made our life easier. I think AI is going to just make our lives a lot easier when it comes to things.
Speaking on these, because and I agree with you, but I scroll down just a little bit, and they got Light Yagami. He's got his lean. He got the chains on. He's like, they tried to kill my light, but they keep catching L's. Like, fuck this shit. Like, it's so dumb.
The captions though, like you'll see the Spider-Man one, like she wants Spider-Man but walks past Peter Parker every day. And then the Monster Inc. one's like, call me a monster because I miss my boo.
Yeah. I'm like, just turn it off, man. Just for a
But
week.
but you know what would happen if you turned the internet off
People
for a
would
week?
be absolutely better.
Crime
We
rate
saw
would go up.
what happened. We saw what happened.
No.
When everything shut down, well, that's different. But when everything shut down and Pokemon Go was like at its peak, people were outside exercising
I don't
and
want
being
people
active.
outside too, because then they're just gonna be driving in the street on their phones
If
again.
the internet is off, people are gonna be irritated, irate. And shit.
I'm telling you,
No.
you deprive people from internet for a week. People are gonna be as fucking depraved as hell
No,
as soon as
they-
that comes back. No,
As it comes back
no,
on.
when it comes back on.
See how
Look,
people act when Instagram.
This just
and
in, Playboy
Facebook
magazine
go down.
has increased in sales
that's-
by 300%.
That's because okay, take crack away from a crackhead for a day. They're gonna be bugging, but you take it away for the whole week, they're gonna probably mellow out and shit.
No, they're gonna
this
find
man's
crack.
Gonna be tweaking.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're gonna go through cold turkey and all that shit. You're gonna be fine.
Shit, so we good?
Well, if we get out of here real quick, I got one last thing I want to tell you. It's a joke that I heard from.
Hold on, wait. But the problem is that I can't post it without that audio. So
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
I can't edit it.
No, like just
All right, whatever.
edit.
All right, whatever.
All right, so it's
Inside
from
baseball.
her family. We were hanging out one day. It was a stupid joke, and I thought it was funny. But what does the blood eat when he's got a cold? Soup.
Slap my mic.
And this has been the All Points Podcast.
That was funny.
I don't want to acknowledge that no more. It's so fucking stupid. But I
He probably crip walked out of the room too. He was done with
No, we had a good laugh about it.
that was fucking corny.
whatever.
Yeah. But anyways, this has been the All
Blooded
Points
Content.
Podcast. Make sure you check out all the shit that we're doing, like we normally say to do, and send in them questions. Keep them coming. Yeah, man. I think I said my quota. This is Jonathan the Great.
Midwest.
Tampico Timmy.
This is Kyle. Check out our YouTube. Big Black Sack coming soon.
And A2.
And we
Are
out of here. Peace. Shout out to the Scorpio season.